2025 Australian Grand Prix. What a race we just witnessed. It was certainly a great start to the season. Melbourne delivered a race that was anything but predictable. As far as my predictions in my previous video, let's just say that nobody could have thought of a script like that for a season opener. I went 2 for 5, and that's basically because the weather played a huge role for the result of the race. From Oscar Piastri finishing P9 to Nico Hülkenberg outscoring both Ferrari drivers, this race was something else. But let's start from the weather. There was heavy rain in the morning in Melbourne, and that made the track very slippery, especially because it's a semi-street circuit. Almost all the rookie drivers faced race-ending crashes. Isaac Hadjar didn't even finish the formation lap before hitting the barriers. The track was so difficult and tricky to navigate that even Fernando Alonso, the rain master, crashed his Aston Martin. Also, Carlos Sainz, in his Williams debut, spinned in the last corner and ended his race early. All that safety car drama had a huge impact in the flow of the race. So, the lights went out and chaos. Norris got a decent start from pole, but Max's launch was electrifying. He absolutely rocketed off the line and managed to overtake Piastri after turn 1, following a different line and finding better grip and traction in the wet. The opening laps were crucial. Lando set a blistering pace at the front, trying to build a gap, but Max in second was pushing hard to stay in touch, while Piastri seemed to be settling into a more strategic race managing his tires. But when the timing was right, he pushed Max and forced him to make a mistake that he rarely makes. After that overtake, the McLaren drivers managed to open a 16 seconds gap to Max, who couldn't follow their pace. The midfield battle was also intense, but with not a lot of overtakes happening because of the slippery track. Albert Park was alive with action. Now let's talk about performance. McLaren is in a league of their own. No other team could match their pace, and at some point they were running over a second per lap faster than anyone else. The Red Bull, in the hands of Max Verstappen, seems to be second, with Mercedes a few tenths lower. The disappointment of the race was definitely Ferrari. Leclerc couldn't keep up with Russell in the free air, and Hamilton was stuck behind Tsunoda and the Williams of Alex Albon. Some of you Ferrari fans rushed to judge me in the comments of my previous video, where I explained why Ferrari has no chance for championship after watching the pre-season testing. But after these results, you might change your thoughts. I'll leave a link of that video at the end of this one if you want to check that out. Now let's get back to the race. The final 15 laps were thrilling. With the rain approaching again, every team was discussing with their drivers the best time to pit for wet tires. And just like that, out of nowhere, we saw Oscar Piastri, who was running in second and challenging Norris for the victory, losing his car and going straight into the grass. After that, everyone rushed to the pits to change tires as the rain started to fall hard again. Everyone except for Ferrari, who once again took a questionable decision to leave their drivers with slicks in the rain. That decision made them lose some positions and end the race at P8 and P10. In the last laps, we saw Verstappen pushing Norris to steal the win, but the McLaren driver didn't make any mistake and managed to secure his first victory of the season. The Mercedes drivers finished P3 with Russell and P4 with Antonelli, who impressed on his first race and after almost crashing a few laps earlier, managed to recover and finish right behind his teammate. We also have to mention Alex Albon, who stayed out of trouble in a tricky race and finished P5 to secure valuable points for his team. These are the final results. Overall, the 2025 Australian Grand Prix was an absolute roller coaster. It had everything you could ask for: overtakes, strategic battles, controversy, and a surprise top 10. Albert Park once again lived up to its reputation for delivering unpredictable and exciting racing. For the fans, it was a phenomenal spectacle. For the teams, there are plenty of lessons to be learned and improvements to be made before we head to the next race. So, there you have it, my quick recap of the 2025 Australian Grand Prix. Who do you think was the driver of the day? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1000 subs. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.